Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie, and because I just passed 250,000 subscribers, I wanted to post a shiny new Doctor Who video. A lot of you have been asking me for a new one, and whenever I started my channel, it was so that I could make a video for the 2012 Christmas special, so why not celebrate by making a new Series 8 video? So this is going to be a Series 8 video with a breakdown of all the new things that are happening behind the scenes, and what kind of Doctor Who videos I'm going to be doing this summer. But I wanted to start by asking a really important question. How would you guys feel if Steven Moffat and the Doctor Who team changed everything about the show? That is, from the way it looks visually to the canon rules from Classic Who. Judging by a lot of the comments, most of you guys would either be, one, really worried, or two, just absolutely hate the idea. The reason I ask is because Steven Moffat has said that they're making the biggest changes to the series since it came back in 2005. Since he tends to exaggerate a lot, here are the top 5 things that I think that means. Number 5, they're going to change the number of companions the Doctor has at any one time. We know that Clara's going to be the core companion for the series, but Danny Pink is jumping on board the TARDIS, after about the first couple of episodes, and there's rumors about another new companion coming. The rumor is that Ellis George is playing his sister, Danny Pink's sister, and will also become a new companion. Her character's name is supposed to be Courtney. You can see her here in these pictures from the set that show her wearing the same spacesuit from the outdoor scenes on the beach. Since 2005, the Doctor has really only had like 1 or 2 companions with him at any given time. The current record holder for total number of companions, though, is still David Tennant with 11, but he would only travel with 1 or 2 of them at any given time. The 8th Doctor also had a brother and sister companion team named Gemma and Samson Griffin. He met them in a library during the Terra Firma audio drama. Before the 50th anniversary, a lot of the non-TV stuff wasn't really canon, but Steven Moffat changed all that. I know a lot of you guys were really happy when that happened. Number 4, they're going to change how previous Doctors can come back. Old Doctors coming back during a new Doctor's run is something they've done in the specials, but because of what happened in the 50th anniversary, it seems like it's okay now for the Doctor to interact with previous versions of himself, without the universe collapsing on itself. So Matt Smith is supposedly going to interact with Peter Capaldi via a phone call during Series 8. We don't know quite when that's going to happen, but Steven Moffat said that in the Mummy on the Orient Express episode, the Doctor's going to be catching up on his phone calls. That's obviously a reference to the Handel's phone call business from the Christmas special. Before all this, during regular episodes, whenever previous Doctors were featured, it was either as stock footage or other actors, like in the Series 7 finale. So now the other Doctor will be able to interact with at least voice messages of other versions of himself. This Series 8 phone call isn't really a conversation, it's just a phone message, but it is another new way to feature previous Doctors. So everyone really wanting classic Doctors to come back, this is just another new backdoor. I know when you say you want classic Doctors to come back, you're really talking about visually on screen though. Matt Smith even said after he wrapped his last day, he was bugging Steven Moffat about how soon they could do another anniversary special. Personally, I think it's going to be about 5 years, but they could always celebrate a different type of anniversary to get one out sooner. On to number 3, they're going to be changing the Doctor's rules, that is, the rules that he imposes on himself. I'm talking about the rules that he quotes. The official rules have changed a few times over the years, but with Capaldi, it sounds like they're changing them in a really big way. So just as an example, here's a breakdown of all the different versions of the first rule that the Doctor has had. I think the first time we heard it was during the 4th Doctor's run, and it was, do exactly as I say. That was during the Ribos operation in season 16. Then the 7th Doctor's first rule was, I'm in charge, which he said during Dragonfire in season 24. The 9th Doctor's first rule was, don't wander off, which he said in Empty Child in series 1. They didn't really change that between David Tennant and Matt Smith. Both of them used that as their first rule too, but technically Matt Smith developed an alternate first rule, the Doctor lies. So don't be surprised if Capaldi changes that first rule again too. Number 2, they're going to radically alter the Doctor's relationship with his companion, or companions, plural. Each new Doctor changes the whole tone of the show, and the most visible way we see that is in his relationship with his companion, or companions. Matt Smith's run was kind of like a relationship comedy with, universe-ending consequences, like The Big Bang at the end of Series 5. It was Amy, Rory, and River stuck in this awkward love triangle. Based on the pictures we've seen from the set, it seems like Clara and the Doctor still have a relatively friendly relationship, at least at the start of Series 8. Steven Moffat said some things that made me think that they won't be totally best buds by the end of the series, at least like Donna Noble and the 10th Doctor were. They were like super buddies. At the end of each of their respective runs, I do think that the Doctor and his companions left on good terms though, whether or not they were best friends or not. Giving Capaldi and Clara a more tense dynamic though would be a huge departure from a lot of previous companion relationships. That doesn't mean he's going to be straight up mean to her or anything though. But it is pretty clear that they're subtracting the romantic element from the doctor-companion relationship. They're not completely getting rid of, romance or comedy from the show, though. And the number one thing that I think they're going to be changing in Series 8, the Doctor is going to be way less dependable, and he's going to be a lot less funny, at least on purpose. I think this is the biggest change, just because the Doctor has always been a caregiver. As the name implies, a doctor is a healer. The War Doctor even said, "Physician, heal thyself," when he regenerated at the end of the 50th anniversary episode. So what does it mean when the Doctor isn't dependable, or not as dependable as he's been in the past? Whenever Stephen Moffat suggested this, I just thought of Matt Smith in A Good Man Goes to War whenever he saved Amy. They had this whole montage with Rory and the 12th Cyber Legion, and there was no doubt in your mind that the Doctor would save her. It's like he's so invincible that he unfurls the headless monk's robe and just shouts at Amy to grab her coat so they can casually leave. Making the Doctor less dependable means that Clara and any other companions that come along are going to have to become a lot more independent. This could mean them flying the TARDIS more, or just bailing the Doctor out of situations, rather than the reverse. The Christmas special even ended with the Doctor forgetting how to fly the TARDIS. I don't think that's going to be permanent, but I do think that Clara is going to have to help him remember a lot of things over the course of Series 8. But now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think the biggest change is going to be in Series 8? So moving along, here's an update on what they've been filming. Clara was just seen wielding Matt Smith's Sonic. They've completed filming a good portion of the episode, so I'd say this is from one of the later stories this series. The interesting thing about that is that I can't remember the last time a companion used a Sonic aside from River Song. They also just announced Rachel Talalay will direct the final 2 episodes before the Christmas special. The finale will be a 2-parter. We don't know a lot about the story, and we don't have any information on the Christmas special yet. So here's details on all the Doctor Who videos that I'm going to be working on between now and the Series 8 premiere. For the rest of this month, it'll just be regular production bonus videos. Then in July, I'll be doing some special Comic-Con related stuff, just because they'll probably be bringing some actual footage from Series 8 and dropping some new information. Then when we get to August is really when things start to get exciting. I'm going to be doing a special countdown series that's just going to lead up to the Series 8 premiere. It won't be like a new Doctor Who video every day, but it will just lead up to the Series 8 premiere. I'm basically just ramping up the number of Doctor Who videos I do every week as we get closer to Series 8. So feel free to suggest any bonus videos that you want to see. They can be about Series 8, they can be about Classic Who, anything else Doctor Who related. Be sure to subscribe to get everything, and once we do get started with Series 8, my episode videos will just be like Game of Thrones. It'll be like a bonus video, the episode review, and then like a Q&A video. My next Doctor Who video I'm working on is my top 10 companions that'll probably post next week, but right now, click here for a breakdown of everything we know about all the Series 8 episodes, and click here to learn about some of the new characters that are coming. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. High fives.